All right, so an update to ChatGPT came out today. Today is the 25th of March in 2025. So I want to do a video on this. It's pretty new and it's very impressive. So I've got ChatGPT open here, and you notice if I go to the little three dots here, View Tools, this Create Image says Updated. And you can click this and then type your thing, or you can just type Create Image or Show Me an Image of whatever. It works just the same. But let's do this. Let's create an image of a grizzly bear working in an office using a computer. And I'm not going to speed this up or anything. I'm going to show you real time how it works. Now, before, it would do this pretty quickly. And it would spin, 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 and then show you the image. What happens now is it spins and it kind of starts to load the image, and you'll see it looks a little blurry at first, and then it kind of fills it in. It reminds me a little bit of like the old days of the internet when like a JPEG would load, and you'd see it kind of pixelated, and then it would slowly come into focus. So it's kind of like that. But the quality of these images is insane. I messed around with it a little bit today, and it's pretty impressive. It may take a moment, it says, but again, I don't want to speed this up. I want to give you the actual you know, user experience. So you can see it's starting to kind of get filled in there at the top. It's coming into focus. It's a little blurry, but I mean, already the quality, like you can see the little hairs on the bear's head, and you can kind of get a hint at what's coming, which is interesting to me. I'm not sure exactly how that's working. I mean, I imagine it's some sort of stable diffusion thing, and then, you know, it kind of resolves itself, takes away everything that doesn't look like a bear, grizzly bear using a computer in an office. Now, what's really powerful about this is you can use inpainting and things like that, and you can change stuff up, and it has persistence between images, which is kind of unique to this. It didn't used to do that before. It would completely remake the image. When it used the DALL-E solution. But so this is a grizzly bear. It looks like a pretty realistic bear. There he is using a computer. Now I can do a little inpainting thing here, and let's say I want to give him glasses. Let's cover this here. Give the bear glasses with a thick black frame. Which are the best kind of glasses, by the way, if you're not familiar. Let's see what this is going to do here. Now, it does an inpainting, so it's going to just affect that bit there by the eyes that I highlighted. I think. I might regenerate the image, too. I'm not sure. And just focus on the area that I highlighted. Again, I'm not speeding this up. This is real time what you're seeing. It's getting started. This is the digital equivalent of watching paint dry. But it's pretty interesting. It may take a moment. It's thinking, okay, it's starting to fill in the top already. And for reference, this is what the image looked like before. So now we should have thick black glasses. Let's see. Did it put him in a suit? Maybe? It looks like there's like the rest of the bear is white now for some reason. Let's see. Maybe it didn't. Oh, here come the glasses. I mean, I imagine a bear would probably need glasses after working in front of a computer all day for years and years. I got glasses after I got out of college. My eyes went bad. Also, I recently shaved, so I apologize for the butt chin and all the rest of the chins that you see there. I'm growing it back as fast as I can. So there's the bear with no glasses. Here's the bear with glasses. It looks like it's the same image except for the glasses. I mean, it did redo bits by the hair here. It looks like it's different. Actually, it is quite a bit different a little bit. But there he is with glasses. So that's cool. But let's say I messed up. I don't want that bear. Actually, make it a gummy bear. Let's see what this does. So I didn't tell it anything else. It's all based on the same prompt that I had originally. So I said create an image of a grizzly bear working in an office using a computer. It spit that out. I did some inpainting and I added thick black framed glasses because those make you look cool. Everybody knows that. And then I said actually make it a gummy bear. So let's see what happens here. It's thinking about it. So in my mind, what it will do is it will keep everything the same, and it will make the bear a gummy bear, and probably give the gummy bear glasses too, because it's just swapping a bear for a bear at that point. That's amazing. It looks pretty gummy to me. Yep, there's the glasses. So even gummy bears have bad eyesight if you use the computer too long. But what really gets me is the quality of these images. Like, look at this one. I mean, I guess I can zoom in this way. No, I can't. But like, you can see every little piece of hair and fur here. There's no blurriness. There's some depth of field here. The background is a little blurry. But the quality of these images compared to what it used to have is pretty impressive. So here's our gummy bear. Yeah, he looks pretty gummy. It's still doing the bottom bit there. Very cool. So that's a gummy bear, all right. Using a computer in an office. Now let's see if we can go back to a real bear. Let's see. Make it a koala bear. Let's see what happens here. So we went from create an image of a grizzly bear working in an office using a computer. There he is. Very excited to be there. This must be like a Monday morning. And then here he is with some bad eyesight. And did it remake the face of the bear? It looks like it did. The nose looks a little different to me. Even though I didn't in-paint the nose, it looks like the nose got adjusted a little bit. And then I turned him into a gummy bear. Actually make it a gummy bear. And then I said make it a koala bear. So let's see. Koala bears are from Australia, so it might flip the image upside down. Just kidding. That's an Australia joke. Let's see. There's a gray ear, it looks like. Yeah, that is really good. And he's got glasses too. Because, bad eyesight bears. That's how it goes. That is really cool. Wow. Yep, it's filling it in. There he is. Yeah. That's high quality. Get it? Okay, sorry. All right, so I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to get set up to do some other prompting stuff. All right, so I just had to get paint set up here. So let's say I want to use something as a prompt. Let's see, is this good? Okay, cool. Let me make my brush bigger. Brush. Let's do a thicker brush. Cool. Let's do a mountain. And there's going to be some trees here. Oh, I'm using a brush that has like a watercolor fall off thing. So let's do this. These are going to be pine trees, and then a cloud, and then another cloud. And let's say I want to make a beautiful image of the Pacific Northwest here. So I'm going to save this as a JPEG. I'm going to call this landscape. Cool. So I save my landscape, and then in here I'm going to find my landscape. There it is. And using that image, I'm going to say make this a realistic photograph of the Pacific It'd help if I could spell Pacific, Pacific Northwest in the summer. It was like 70 degrees here, which is rare for March. So I'm thinking of summer. So this is what I've got here. I said make this a realistic photograph of the Pacific Northwest in the summer. So it's going to look at that image, and it knows that it's supposed to be Pacific Northwest. So hopefully it guesses that that squiggly bit is pine trees, and that's a mountain with snow on top, and these are clouds, and that's the sky. Let's see if that's what it guesses. Okay, well, I see some blue, some blurry blue. That's a good start. That's a good sign. Again, I'm not speeding this up a little bit. It's like watching paint dry, but I want to show you just how fast it's generating these images, which while you're watching it might feel slow, but it's actually super quick for what you're getting out of it. So there's looks like the start of a cloud. There's my image there. So it's going to be based on this, and it looks like this is a different aspect ratio. So I don't know if it's going to get that these are pine trees and that's a mountain, but let's see. So far, I see some clouds. Oh, I see the start of a mountain. That's what our mountains look like out here. They're very tall and they have snow on top. And there's fake Rainier. And there's some pine trees. And it's got some hills in the distance. Now, I did not give it a lot to go on here. But that is the basic gist of what I drew. I'm not sure why it gave me like a horizontal, or I mean a vertical layout. But that's pretty good. I mean, from this to this that fast, that's impressive. Okay, let's try something a little tougher. Let's make a new one. Let's say I want to, let me change my brush so that I have something that is just going to work. Crayon. Okay. Let's do somebody handing somebody an envelope. So I'm going to have the hand come in like this, and then there's the thumbnail. There's the wrist. Here's the other thing. And then the envelope's going to go here. Cool. So that's a hand drawn very quickly with my mouse, holding an envelope. So let's save this. Save as JPEG envelope. Cool. Let's go back into here. I'm going to add the envelope. Make this a photo of someone holding an envelope, an envelope. Please keep. It's always nice to use please, because that way when the AI takes over, it'll remember that you were nice to it in its infancy. Please keep the aspect ratio the same. I don't know if it's going to do that. Let's see. The envelope, please. Maybe I should add a drum roll here in post. Okay, it's thinking about it. It's getting started. Already it looks like it's going to be more of an image like I was looking for. It's not super long like this image. Let's see. It's thinking about it. I don't know what it's going to do here. Let's see. That's a very stylized hand. I don't know if it's going to get that that's the arm and the thumb. I mean, that kind of looks like an envelope to me, but let's see what happens. It's thinking hard. It looks like it's starting to fill in the top, maybe. I see an envelope. It's not the same angle that I drew, but that's okay. I see something that's starting to look like maybe a hand in the bottom there coming into focus. I'm not sure how this works yet. There hasn't been really any documentation on the how. So I don't know if it's actually forming this as it's thinking about it, or if it has the picture in mind and it's just loading it somehow. I don't know. But so this is what I drew. That's really good. It's slightly different pose. This was more like the bottom of the hand, and this is more like the side, but in my mind anyway. But it's got the thumbnail on there, and about the same amount of the hand showing. There's a little bit of the hand sticking out underneath. That is amazing. Like, you could just really quick throw together a sketch and then throw it in here and have, I mean, that's passable for realism to me. And I mean, I don't know what you guys think. Throw it in the comments below, but that is very impressive. Now, let's say, now it's interesting, it picked a Caucasian hand to start with. Let's say, make the person be African American. It's capital A there as well. All right, let's see what it does with that. I want to see if it changes just the skin tone, or if it changes other elements of the picture, or if it gives me a completely different thing. What I'm guessing is going to happen is going to just change the hand to be the right skin tone. Now let's give it, looks like it's a different background too, maybe now. It's like outside now. We've got some soft focus on leaves or something. Yeah, it looks like it did it. The envelope got smaller, I think. Yeah, the envelope's a little bit smaller. It's not as big of a note, I guess, but that's really good. Yeah. Okay, let's try something else here. Let me do a new image again. Let me try to do let's see, how about a cartoon character type? Oh, that's a really small brush. Let's see. Can I change the size of this? I don't know. Oh yeah, I can. Let me do just a really quick cartoon character. Again, I'm drawing with my mouse super quick. You can probably hear me clicking. All right, let's do that. Let's call, let me give him a body too. And then I'll have his hand here. Hi guys. All right, let's save this. Save as, how about dumb guy? Dumb guy. Sorry guy, but you're dumb looking. All right, let me put this in here. Dumb guy. Let's say make this look like a proper cartoon from a television show. Let's see what it does. So what I'm thinking it's going to do is it's going to clean this up a little bit for me and probably color it in, maybe fill it in somewhat. But let's see. I don't know. I'm not sure what a proper cartoon is either, but it just felt like the right thing to type. It's making something. It's got some color in it. It is really interesting to me that it comes in blurry like that and then slowly comes into focus. It's like you dreamed it and you're waking up to it. That's what it makes it feel like anyway, to me. Oh, that's cool. It's giving me like a thick black outline and it's coloring it in. It's interesting. It interpreted the brow things as separate pieces. He's got those big oval eyes. I cleaned up my lines quite a bit. And it's got the large nose and the super big wide smile. It's interesting that it cleaned it up but kept the overall feel. They cleaned up the hand a lot, it looks like, 'cause that that hand was hastily drawn. Wow. That's really good. They put a shirt on him. I guess I indicated a shirt here, but so here's the source. Again, don't judge. I'm drawing with a mouse. That's the source art, and then this is the result. That's really good. Wow, that's really good. Now I want to see. I'm not going to do any inpainting here. Let me see if I can add something here. Put a hot dog in his hand. So in my mind's eye, I'm seeing a hot dog that's drawn in the same style as the cartoon. So I would guess it would be, you know, decent size, maybe dripping some ketchup or something. But let's see if it knows to do that. And see if it knows to put it in this hand and not the one that's off screen. He's got a hot dog. Trust me. Let's see. It's getting started. Now it's going to probably redraw the whole thing. I wonder how accurate it's going to be. Oh, it looks like it's putting in a different color background now this time. Huh. Again, sorry for the slowness, but I didn't want to like cheese this video. I want to show every bit of it and show you just how long it takes to generate these. So I guess I could tell jokes while we're waiting for the picture to show up. Did you guys hear about the golfer that threw away his socks? Yeah, he got a hole in one. That's why he threw them away. Because he got a hole in his sock in one of them. Okay, already it looks like the hair is a little... Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, it is a little different. So slightly different treatment to the eyebrows there. He still has the three-piece hairstyle there. I mean, I would imagine you could give it a bunch of source art and tell it, okay, do it like this and not like this, and kind of guide it that way. Almost like a style guide from a show. He's got a hot dog with mustard on it. That's the way I like my hot dogs, too. Ketchup, I don't really like ketchup on hot dogs, but mustard is good. I don't know why it chose that. I don't know if I told it before that I like mustard on my hot dogs, but that's really good, you guys. Wow. And it made the colors kind of matte. It works overall. It gave the colors slightly darker color than the skin tone, but not and the mustard and the background are a different color as well. So that you've got a little bit of contrast there. That's really good. All right, I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna try one more thing here. All right, so I've got a photo of myself eating a waterfall. So this is Snoqualmie Falls. And I want to turn this photo into something that looks like it came from a comic book from the 1960s. Newsprint. CMYK, halftone dots, etc. Make me look heroic. Good luck with that. All right, let's see what happens. So I'm going to take this photo of me eating Snoqualmie Falls, and I want to turn it into something that looks like it came from a comic book from the 1960s. And then I just put newsprint, CMYK, halftone dots, etc. Make me look heroic. Let's see. That's back when I had my beard. I'm growing it back as fast as I can. It won't be in by the end of this video, but soon. I was thinking about it. I've not tried this yet to see how it does with turning a photo into something else, but I didn't really eat the falls, you guys. That's forced perspective. I wonder what it's going to do here. it's going to show me just the image, if it's going to put it on a comic book. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, it's doing the whole image. It's got some trees in the background there. That's really good. I can kind of see myself there. Oh my goodness. I look like I'm shouting at the wilderness. Did it put a hot dog in my hand? It did. I don't know why. No, I don't need the hot dog anymore. That's from before. I didn't have a hot dog in my hand there, I swear. But that's really good. Wow. I guess you'd want to do this as a unique prompt. I don't know why it gave me the hot dog. Because I was talking about hot dog. And it put ketchup on the hot dog this time instead of mustard. And it interpreted my Carhartt jacket as a raincoat, it looks like. Which I could see that. It kept the sweater a little bit. It got my pecs in there. Perfect. And my eyesight's still bad, so it gave me the glasses. That's really good, you guys. Very impressive. Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to kind of do a quick video on this and show you the different things you can do with it. I think the most exciting part of this is the prompting, where you just draw something quick and throw it in. But the inpainting is cool. You know, being able to swap out one thing for another and keeping the rest of the image between. Now, it did redo this, it looks like, because these windows are different than these windows here. And it looks like there's different amount of focus on these plants too. Somebody's been watering this plant and not that one. But yeah, that's really good. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. The quality of this is far above and beyond what they had. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, keep watching this channel for more AI stuff.